Good afternoon. My name is Yoicel Rodriguez, and this is my presentation for the final project on the Python course. This project is divided into parts. The first part is on Kaggle. The second part is web scraping. For the Kaggle project, I choose the movie database, and this is what I found. Are details about that dataset. The first thing that we are seeing here is the top 10 directed by ROI. Before saying that, I have to say that this data set have the data range between 1916 and 2017. Most of the movie concentrate after the 2000. After the 2000, it shows almost the 60% or more of the total movie in the data set. In this first graphic, we can see the top 10 directed by ROA. It shows Charlie Chaplin as the first one with a huge gap between him and the second one, Douglas. And that's because Charlie Chaplin just shows us just one movie, and the total profit for that movie it was 8.5 million. So Douglas has more than one movie, and when we made the math for ROI, it showed this huge gap. That showed that the data on the dataset is not accurate and has missing value. Um, the second graphic that we see here is the top language by average revenue. It is the same things about the top director by ROI. It shows in the first place the Tengalu language, but that one is because has also one movie, and the total revenue for that movie is 100 million. So comparing with all the other movies, for example, the second place that is English, English have a total of 4,500 movies, and a total revenue is 389,000 millions dollars. When we made the math, it shows that the Indian language, the Tengalu, is higher than the English movie, which is not accurate also, but it's like I said before, because the data that we have on the CSV. When we talk about the average revenue by release month, we can see here that the most of the movie has the most revenue in the seasonal, is seasonal, in the summer holiday and the holidays. This one, I think, in my opinion, is because in the summer there are more person on vacation and they enjoy more watching movie and more entertainment. And on the holiday season, by the end of the year, everyone getting family to watch those movies about Christmas and all the things that we do on the at the end of the year and the holiday season. This graphic, I'm agree with this graphic even with the when the data is not accurate, all the information, but I'm agree with the graphic. I think that it's true that the summer and the holiday season at the end of the year, if when the movie are releases because it's when there are more public to saw it. In this case, I try to choose all the kind of graphic to use it on the project, but in this case, we are not see clearly all those language here. But I have a graphic here, a table. Let me put it here. Here we can see that the English movie has 4,500 movie in total. That is 95% of the movie in the database. And after that is France, Spain, and all the language that you can see here on this table. That's what we can see here. Like I said at the beginning, this dataset is more oriented to the English native speakers. The next graphic is the distribution movie by budget. Is kind of saying the bias that I did for this specific graphic is this. Let me show you here. The bins are 0, 1, 5, 1 with EA, 2 with EA, and the maximum of the budget. And the level was low, medium, high, very high, and blockbuster. This is what we saw here. We can see here. It's the same as as I told before. Is a lot of distribution in the data on the data set that is more oriented to the Western movie. On this graphic, we can see the average revenue trend by release year. Kind of the same. We can see that the peak on the 1939, and then is 2016, then back again on 1942. It's a back and forward on the peak, but it's because the data. Unpopularity by trend is in this graphic. It's hard to see all the information between all these years, but as before, I have here some data that I can show for this in particular graphic. Drama is more than 2000 movie, comedy 1700 movie, thriller 200 movie, and so. When we count by years and how many movies were released in that year, it shows that drama has the top of these years. That one is not accurate. That one is not true. But it's all about the data that we have on the CSV. Here is the same data from the graphic before, but now it's using the heat map. It's the same information, the release year, the general list, and the movie count. We can see here, drama is the top one, is like the best genre, and I don't agree with that one. But it's what we have on the data that I choose, and is what I'm showing here. Whatever I have to say here also on this last graphic is the ROI distributed by budget. It showed this peak here because the first thing that I said, Charlie Chaplin movie, is that one go up with all the information with all the statistics and left for the rest almost nothing because that number is too huge for that. The first challenge, the main challenge on this one is just the inaccurate information. A lot of movies with zero budget. A lot of movies just with English speaking native is not accurate. So this movie data set, I'm not agree with all the data that is inside in those five, and I try to represent and analyze all that I have to on my hand. This is what I see on the movie data set, and that's it. That's my aim of the Kaggle project. If you have any questions, you can ask me before I will pause a little bit the video to change to the web scrapping project. Okay, I'm back, and this is the baseball scrapping project. This also was a challenge project because the structure on the website is a complete mess, and I will tell you in details during the video. The first thing I have to say, the web scrapping is about A leagues, American League, National League, and the minor league. The minor league is a federal league, players league, union association and American Association. The range data for these leagues is American League is between the 1901 until 2004. No, so sorry, I made it. It's from 2001 up to nowadays. The National League is from 1976 until nowadays. The Federal League is between 1914 and 1915. It's just 2 years. The Player League is just 1 year, 1980. Union Association is also 1 year, 1984. And American Association is between 1982 and 1981. On this data, there is a lot of issues on the website composition. This is what I found. On American League, there are 3 years that have different structure. From 1901 until 2002, 2001, there is 5 tables on every year. After 2002 up to 2004, so 3 years, the table changed from vertical statistic to horizontal statistic. That means that if before 2002 each table has like a 5 6 statistic, now when we change to 2002 to 2004 has 17 on the table for the stack on the player. I will show you quickly here how this was changed. As you can see here, 2002 and 2003 have all their stat on the table, the pitching team pitching complete. As you will see on 2002, there is missing the game, but has SVO. On 2003 have game value, the end game column, but don't have the SVO column. And on 2004 don't have the game and don't have the SVO column. That's all 3 years are for the American League. For the National League, it's just these 2 years. The last year, the 2004, is just the regular table. After the 2004, it returned to the previous composition of the table, but with the characteristic, with the feature that before 2002, each year has 5 tables. After 2004, it goes back to just 3 tables. So the details about the pitching and the hitting thing is not on the website. So what I built here is a website with 4 tabs using a Streamlit, and it showed this one. This year in particular is showing the leagues, the American League and National League. Is a total of 125 years. As we can see here, we can show the statistics that we have that we want to see. Let's say the batting average on both leagues. We can see here all the legend. We can choose here just American League, and we show here, and the summary is the minimum is 300. 0.3 is like we use on baseball. 0.3, the maximum was 0.43, and the average is 0.335. You can choose between every statistic, you can choose between batting or pitching, between NLA, National League, or American League. If we go to the team analyze, we can choose here the team, National League, American League, or both league. It doesn't matter. What we see here is the winning and lose statistic. You can choose here the team of your preference, and you can see on below all the statistics of the winning and lose. And here at the bottom you can see for the Boston Red Sox we have a total season of 118, total wins, total lose, best season, worst season, and the average of winning. Next up is the player leaders. we can select by category, hearing or pitching. It's up to the person which one, what they want to see. On the hearing, you can choose a home run, batting average, hit, RBI, and a stolen base. Let's go by home run. You can choose here. You can choose between American League, National League, and Minor League. It's up to you. When we choose here, you can choose also. Here is showing just the top 10 players for home run on this range. I don't use the first one. You can see here on the bottom all the information. Here you can change here to more players, and you will see here now Mickey Mantle, Mark McGwire, David Ortiz, Ken Griffey Jr., all retired players, Hank Greenberg, all retired players. If you choose pitching, you will see the same, but on the pitching side. Here on the bottom is all the information about those information that you will see here, more in detail. And on the bottom is the summary of all those information. On compare, you can compare by American League versus National League, and or you can choose team versus team. American League and National League, you can choose here which year you want to see, and it will show here the best team of that year for each league. On that league, it was Detroit Tigers for American League and the Cardinals, St. Louis Cardinals for the National League. The total win for both teams, total lose, and the win percentage. You can see here the graph, and on the bottom, you will see the summary of this statistic. If you choose team versus team, you can see here American League on both sides. Or you can switch here to National League to compare the team that you want. Of course, these two, no, sorry. Oh. Those that shows that there's no information is because the range that I select, those teams doesn't exist. The teams change the name around all the years. And if, for example, if you choose here, let's go quickly to California Angels. It show after 1965. But if you choose Angels, Los Angeles Angels, it will show before the 1965 because it's how the team was called. I choose to conserve to keep all the original names, not to put it together in just one name. I decided to keep it as original name to show all the data as accurate data. Here on the bottom is the summary of the graphic in the table, and you can see more in detail. Here on this side, you can see that the range of statistics is between 1876 and 2025. The data include, like I said, the beginning American League, National League, and Minor League. And here on the book info is saying where is located the database. Is saying that the database exists and how the size of the database is just 3.28 mega. This is the website. It was a lot of issues, like I said during the presentation on the website, missing value, especially with the payroll and the ties. Those data was just in selected range of the year, not of more of the year don't have payroll, don't have ties. But yes, that's all that I have for the presentation. It's almost 20 minutes long. I guess it took too much, and I haven't said all that I want to say, but I think it's too long for the presentation. So if you have more questions or you want to know more from the inside, just let me know. I'm happy to to tell you more about of these two projects. Thank you so much. See you.